Nefer. Oh, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to start in about a few minutes. This was a spontaneous decision to come on here and do this. How many of you have been inspired by the HAKA, the Maori in New Zealand? I was really got me. It's exactly what I would love to see happening. I really enjoyed watching their movements, the history of their presentation, and I really feel very strongly about this. We're going to be talking about this on Tuesday for TAMERIKA Tuesday, where we discuss topics of interest to Aboriginal Americans. But for this moment, I'm just going to do a sound shower in honor of Aboriginal people awakening and abandoning the titles that were given to us by colonizers, such as first they called us American Indian, then they called us colored, they called us Negro, they called us African American, they called us Black, they called us African American, they've called us Black Native Americans, and we're rejecting all of these titles. And the only one that really applies to us now is Tamerican. And the tradition at Asmatiji Temple is Natarian. There's no room for colonizers, religions, medicine, culture, history. There's no room for that any longer in our reality. And so I really appreciate you for tuning in. Kimura love. The moon is setting. It's over to the west now. The moon is in Sidereal Taurus. You can see it with Jupiter. There, Jupiter will be moving into the sacred group very soon. We have the sun in Sidereal Libra, which is Ma'at. So we're using our creativity to create Ma'at, to restore Ma'at upon the world, to stand for justice, truth, order, harmony, balance, reciprocity, and righteousness. Then we have Mercury, which is Jehuti, the cosmic mind, divine intelligence, is at the very center of the Milky Way, towards the very center of the Milky Way. It's currently in the 13th constellation of Ophiuchus, which we refer to as Imhotep. So Jehuti, the cosmic mind, is sending out a powerful message of healing and empowerment and abundance and sovereignty. Pluto is no longer retrograde in this system. It's in Sidereal Sagittarius, which is a moon, right? The eternal soul, the universal soul. We've been through so many trials and tribulations, and now we're ready to claim our Aboriginal inheritance and prepare for our life in eternity. Do we want to be enslaved in eternity? No. Do we want to be light slaves in eternity, giving and giving and giving and not feeling the abundance? No. Do we want to be colonized in eternity? No. So whatever you want to be in your eternity, you need to make it happening in this reality, or at least trying, because we're supposed to live our lives in such a way that we don't have to come back. And if we don't stand and make changes now, we're going to have to come back. So I'm encouraging you all to pay attention to these cosmic chimes and chants. And, if you missed the live stream on TikTok, or you're coming at the end, or you can't stay, you can always find the replays on my YouTube channel. My name is Tachia Amet El Ma'at, aka Arit Netter Es Meri Ma'ati. I'm a chantress, musician, astrologer, astronomer, herbalist, and I'm an Aboriginal woman. I have Cherokee and Lakota lineage in this continent. I have Nigerian ancestry, only one that I'm aware of, one lineage. I also have French, a very famous slave plantation owner in New Orleans by the name of Henri Jean Baptiste. And I realized that not all of his ancestors were slave owners. It was just his generation. So I don't reject my Euro ancestry. I also have German, who married a Black Cherokee here in America. And like I said, I don't reject. When I got into my German heritage, I realized that I must have been, we had Hebrew or Israel culture, not Jewish. But I'm not ashamed of my heritage. And any country or nationality that's going to reject me because I'm mixed, then I reject them. So anyway, we'll talk about that on Tuesdays. Thank you so much for the love and for your presence. And we're going to begin right now. I'm going to turn the heater back on. you can take your device outside. You can watch the moon setting in Taurus, and the bright star. It looks like a star, but it's a planet. Right next to it is Jupiter. It's very bright. It's the planet of abundance, wisdom, knowledge, expansion of consciousness. It's represented by the cosmic force Amun, the witnessing consciousness, the consciousness that never sleeps, the consciousness that's aware of everything that happens in life. That is the Amun energy. And we always begin with Anpu. So it's a very interesting arrangement tonight, or at this moment, because we have Mercury is in Imhotep, or Ophiuchus, which is the center of the Milky Way. And we also have Sagittarius, Pluto and Sagittarius. And then at the other end, let's see, we have that. Where am I? I'm a little lost right now. Gemini. Oh, okay. And then the other end, we have Jupiter, which is in Taurus. It's about to move into the sacred hoop. So it'll be really interesting when we have a planet in the sacred hoop and at the Ophiuchus. We have one in the center of the Milky Way and one pointing out to the other direction. And it's TikTok. I'm going to switch this around because I'm getting so confused here. Let me switch this around. Okay, there we go. I see some comments here. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm very proud of my heritage. I'm very proud. Let's see, I think this one a little louder. Again, this is a Cosmic Chimes and Chanting session in honor of the powerful Maori HAKA presentation in their parliament. You know, I wish that we had something like that when we have to go up against our colonizers and oppressors, and maybe we will. I've seen lots of people talking about we need this. And I've also added Sedna, which is inside your Taurus. Sedna is the Inuit goddess, cosmic force of violation, abuse, sexual assault, all the things that we've experienced at the hand of colonizers. And then we also have Chiron in Sidereal Pisces. This is for us to release our emotions and feelings in a positive, effective manner that will lead to change. Here to tell you your oppression is not real. It's a tool of the ego in your mind, and you can defeat your ego. I open the ways to your spiritual victory. I am wrong. I'm not the creator. I am creation. I'm the light of creation in your world. I'm shining my light on your world. And now's the time to create much on the world. Create my art in your world. Stand with my art in your life. Now is the time to live my art. Now is the time to stand in your truth and stand for righteousness. Create your destiny by throwing off the shackles of HAKA. I am a I am balance, truth, order, harmony, justice, and righteousness. Can you find me in your world? Can you feel me today? Can you see me with your eyes? Time to take action to be nearer to me. Time to take action to be like me. Claim your true identity. Come together to defeat Western imperialism and bureaucracy. I am a become one with me. I am the Charu, the path for the beauty. When you walk the path of beauty with me, you see beauty in all things. You feel love in all things. Even your adversity. Find the beauty in your adversity. 'Cause it draws you to your divinity. Your world is clouded in ignorance and darkness. Shine your light. Let others see your beauty and be free. You must defeat egoism in yourself and in others, especially in this construct of brutality. I am Heteru, the greatest goddess of all, for defeating our ego, and you must do the same. I am said no. I'm a survivor of violence. I'm a survivor of abuse. I'm a survivor of unrighteousness. I live in you for generations. Now it's time to heal our trauma by speaking up, by standing in truth. Live with mom to heal and release the trauma for generations. Let it go and be free, and be well at ease. I am Jehuti, the cosmic mind of creation, divine intellect and communication. Let your limited mind, which houses the ego, be still. Let your infinite mind be filled with divinity and illumination of the moonlight is activating this truth within you. Within all Aboriginal peoples, within all original peoples, within all indigenous peoples of the world, it's time to rise and shine. Time to heal with your cosmic mind. As I sit towards the center of the Milky Way, aligning with Imhotep, Master Healer and Architect. Time to build a new reality of freedom, a new reality of mind. Time to create a new reality of justice for Aboriginal beings of this land and the world. May your healing actions lead you to God. May your healing actions lead you to enlightenment. May your healing actions lead you to the truth of the deception of caucasity and Western imperialism. May you have the strength to deconstruct their construct of violence. I am mNged, Do not cross me, do not mess with me, 'cause I don't play around like that. It's time to release your feelings and express your emotions about this situation. It's time to stop playing their games and playing their roles and accepting their crumbs and poison. Say no to the matrix. Say no to the West. Say no to ignorance. Time to reject the West. Time to divest from the West. How does it make you feel to be a slave in 2024? I am a star moon. I'm on a journey to righteousness. I'm on a journey to abundance and wellness. I'm on a spiritual journey to healing. The world is on a spiritual journey of healing. The world is waking up to my arms. The world is waking up to my arms. The world is waking up to my arms. I am gay. Bring more to me. I see the world covered in feathers of wine. A blanket of mud all over the world. The heart of the world is purified. The heart of the world is light as a feather. No more suffering. No more violation. We are free to be who we are meant to be. Bring back my art to the world. That's when it was great. Yes, take me back to my art. I'm going there in eternity. To uncool, to around, to a mind, to a head tattoo, to a said no. Do a Tahuti. Do a Tahuti. Do a Imhotep. Do a Nebuchadnezzar. of duality, supreme peace. I've never done anything quite like that before. And I appreciate those of you who are here and are showing, tapping the screen, showing love. Uh-oh, how do I get down here? Just seeing if there's any comments. I guess that was just kind of shocking. There's probably never been a presentation like that before. I'm a survivor, yes. And we are moving from survivor. This is Queen of the Harvest. Wait, Queen of the West. Yes, and we are moving from survivor to thriver. That's what this is all about. It's moving from survivor to thriver. Because survivor just keeps us in the victim mode. And we don't, revenge is really not an option for Ma'at, if you follow Ma'at. So they say the best revenge is success. And another thing what they say is restorative justice. We may not get justice from the system, but healing as restorative justice. Healing, when we heal, we are taking back our power from the violation and the abuse and the assault and the ignorance. And so we're moving from survivor to thriver, and we're taking our healing as our justice. Because once we heal, we can never be victimized again. We can never be mistreated again, because we'll stand with Ma'at. And that is my intent. Oh, thank you so much, Queen of the West. That's my intention and prayer for the indigenous Aboriginal peoples, is that we rise up to our roots, our heritage, and take back our power. And that's when we can defeat Western imperialism. According to the Hopi prophecy, during the time of the third shaking of the earth, which is this time, says the indigenous people of the four directions will come together and share the teachings. And only then will we have the truth, because, originally the continents were all together. And I don't know if you heard that they're admitting it in the mass media about the flat earth theory, which, according to our ancestors and who's out of the way, we already know about this. That Nut and Gab. This isn't a sphere. This is the earth. The Gab is the earth. Shu is the air, and Nut is the sky. So we're not new to this concept. It's just interesting that they're admitting it. But initially, it was one continent. It's split up into four major sections. And over time, the appearances changed. But here at Asmataji Temple and Tamerika, Natarian tradition, Tameri is, you have Kemet over in Africa, and then this continent is Tameri. Tamerika, Tamerikan, America, Chiamaru, Tameri, beloved land. And so here, this is what I believe, and this is what I'm putting out with my music and sound. And it's especially important that the Tamerikans rise up, because on other continents, it's become accepted that the first people were Black or melanated. But here, they say the Native Americans were first. And I don't believe that's true. I believe that the first people here were also Black or melanated. They called us copper colored. And that the Native Americans, people were shipped over here to infiltrate and replace us, the same way they tried to do with the immigrants today. That's my belief. That's my understanding of current events. And that is what's pushing this sound to be brought forth. So that's where I'm coming from with the teachings. As I mentioned before, right now, Mercury is in the constellation of Imhotep, which is the center of the Milky Way. That's these two tones right here. The 13th constellation, which is ignored by Western astrology. And I've seen my images before. I don't have one with me. I came to the realization that we have the center of the Milky Way, and then over in Ophiuchus, which points when you look at Ficus, you're looking towards the center of the Milky Way, and when looking at Gemini or the sacred hoop, you're looking away from the center of the Milky Way. So it became clear to me that it's like a speaker, a sound system with these two speakers. It's broadcasting a galactic vibration, a galactic message or frequency. I'm not focusing on the sun or the moon. And so to me, this is what this is. This is a call, this HAKA call from that beautiful Maori Parliament representative. I don't know her official title. That awakened something in me really strongly. And so because I think what I was getting at was the Tamerikan culture is not considered to be authentic or indigenous. And yet every other culture of the world draws from our gifts and our talents and our inventions and our music and our dance and our style, the way we dress, everything we say. It sets a standard for all over the world. And yet we have no foundation. We're told, oh, you came from Africa, or you were a slave, or you mixed with Native Americans, and that's how you became Cherokee Lakota. And we're like, no, it's deeper than that. So what I was going to say, when you watch the movements that go with the Haka, what does that remind you of? I'm not saying that it came from there or that came from here. I'm just saying that we have that here too. It's just not recognized. And so once we start to see the beauty of our culture and our music, even though it's been misnamed, or it's made commercialized, or it's been sexualized, it's been impersonated, it's been duplicated, it's still us. And so once we reclaim that and see the beauty in it and the power in it, I believe that this whole world will change. So I know there's a lot of people that don't agree with my message or my platform, but I'm just sharing with you what was told to be shared with you. I'm totally stepping in my truth, listening to my intuition, not caring what people think, and this is what it's about. So let's see, we got someone here on YouTube, Lola Bruja, Hotep, and all of this while I'm doing the deep cleansing on my bedroom, especially Ashe. Specifically, I am so very grateful to have caught the live cleansing. Thank you, Flash de Filippa. Yes, I really appreciate you being here. Like I said, I was just laying down. I did a private full moon ceremony last night, and I thought I was going to go live, but I wasn't able to. I was just too tired. And then I did a presentation today, a public presentation. I did a mini moon shower. And then when I was waking up, I said, well, if I go outside and the moon is still up, I'll still do a moon shower. And it's setting. So, and then of course I saw the HAKA presentation, and I just got really excited about that. So I'm really glad that you all are here. I see some of you are still here and you've tapped the screen. Let's see, I think I could do a little bit more. I also have the solfeggio frequencies. So let me see if I can do something with that. I just recently added these to my collection. And if you've been coming to my lives, I've been talking about my new book. Thank you so much. I had some moon water 2 days ago. Oh yeah, the moon stays full for 3 days. So you had, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. And this is still considered the night here at the temple because the new day doesn't begin until sunrise. So that's why the moon is up and the sun's not up. It's still within the phase of what is considered the full moon. Yeah, I had some special chocolates last night. I'm sure you know what that means. That's some special chocolates. And I had a session with Yemaya about healing my family and my bloodline. And some information was revealed to me that I had not considered. So I was really grateful for that message. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. So one of the things that we're going to have to be fighting when we're fighting for our freedom is our ego, our doubts and our fears. And so whenever we're taking steps to walk away or turn away from our ego, it hurts. It hurts in our mind. Our mind resides in the ego. Our ego resides in our mind, the mind here. And like I was saying before, we have to open up to the infinite mind and allow that to be filled with the cosmic mind. I learned that from Sivaja at EgyptianYoga.com, Temple of Shaitan, Temple of Arset. And so I didn't get to do this one earlier. I have to get a better setup for these. They don't fit on my current stand. So I have here the tones for Selket, the scorpion goddess, who protects us. See, it doesn't do Selket. Protects us from our fears. And then I have the tone for releasing pain. Because whenever we're sad or afraid or crying, well, not whenever we're crying, sometimes we're crying out of genuine pain and sadness, but if it's a thought, like we remembered something or a situation that's not really happening to us in the moment, but we feel it, that is our ego. Our ego is sad that things, let me turn this heat back down. It's hot over here. The ego is sad. The ego doesn't want to let go. The ego doesn't want your royal personality to be driving the boat. The ego wants to take over. And self-cat is the one that protects us from our doubts and fears by soothing the ego. So I'm just going to do a little bit of offering for that, because that's what we have to let go of. Our ego is why we're afraid of our own freedom. We're afraid of justice. We're afraid of speaking the truth, right? We're afraid of civil disobedience, like the beautiful Maori. She's a powerful Maori warrior, goddess, priestess, presentation. When she ripped up that bill, that is when I was like, rah! They say at the beginning, the first line is, "Oh, Governor, you are but visitors here." And then she just goes on. That's the attitude that we need to take. Honestly, how long are we going to wait for them to be righteous? How long are we going to wait for them to be just? I don't believe that the ones running the show are humans. And so we'll be waiting for eternity. So this is just a mini offering. You can see the one to release pain is humongous. Like, it's as tall as me. It's more than half my height. I don't like this one. So my arm gets tired. I might stop before I'm actually done. So let's see, that frequency is 174 hertz. And this one for Self-Catch, releasing doubt and fear, is 396. Okay. Om Self-Catch. Dua Self-Catch. Nuk Self-Catch. Dua Self-Catch. I am the scorpion goddess. I protect you from your fears. Fears can manifest, so you best not express your fears. Look, Self-Catch. Look, Self-Catch. Look, Self-Catch. Look, Self-Catch. Self-Catch stings my doubts and negativity. She protects me from my fears. Selket stings when Set tries to take the lead by force. Nuku Selket. If it's hurting you or you don't like it, you're identifying as your ego. When you're sad or unhappy, you align with your ego and step back and look with the eyes of Heru. Step back and stand with Ma'at. There is no fear. There is no doubt. There is no pain. Because you're at one with creation. Dua Selket. Nuk Selket. Dua Selket. Nuk Selket. We are here to cleanse our REU. We are here to wash away our toxic REU. We are here to make our heart light as a feather. So it's light as a feather in eternity. If you don't like it, if you're suffering, it's your REU. You must stand in it and feel it completely so you can change it. Don't run away from your fears. Face your fears. Don't run away from your doubts. Conquer your doubts and fears. Nuk Selket. I am Selket. Nuk Selket. I am Selket. Don't ask why is this happening. Take action for mine. Don't ask why this is happening. Take actions of healing as justice. Don't ask why this is happening. Cleanse and purify yourself. You're not a victim, you're a survivor. Move into thriver. Dua Selket. Nuk Selket. Dua Selket. Nuk Selket. Dua Selket. Nuk Selket. Good job. I'm still vibing. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm just going to explain a little bit more about what this is about. So each one of these chimes, and the ones I just found are tuned to different frequencies. I have the planetary frequencies, like the alignment for this moment or this time with the moon in Sagittarius with Sedna, the sun is in Ma'at, the moon and Sedna are in Heteru, and Jehuti is in Imhotep. And Asar is in Asar Amun, and Nebuhet is, and Chiron are in Nebuhet. And so each chime, each tuning fork, also have tuning forks, represents a different frequency. And at chemitones and haduscopes, they correspond to the different Neteru. It's called Hesiu Neteru, the vibrations of the cosmic forces of nature. And so we're instructed to become like the gods and goddesses, to become cosmic forces of nature by chanting, singing, making offerings of devotion, movements. We have the reflective movement meditation system will be coming out soon. Those are ways that we can become closer to the divine and activate these forces within ourselves. Then also, October 17th, 2022, I experienced a green flash sunrise, and I got this download about this meditation technique involving the ideal solids. Of course, you know, they call them the platonic solids, but Plato, Socrates, Hippocrates, and all those other Greek guys, they studied in Kemet. And so we just refer to them as the ideal solids. And it came to me that Kepra, the creator, remember earlier I said Ra is creation, not the creator. Kepri is the creator. And it came to me that he created, or Kepri created, using ideal solids and sounds and frequencies that represented the cosmic forces. He called them into being. He called forth the principles of Ma'at. He called forth the principles of love and beauty. He called forth the principles of healing using these ideal solids and frequencies. And so the idea is that we can do the same by using the ideal solids, the sphere, the Merkaba, which is two pyramids interlocking to make the star, the decahedron, which is the five-sided object, but in 3 dimensions. To me, it's called the soccer ball. The diamond, or the octahedron. It's a diamond with the 2 pyramids connected at the base for the heart. Then the tetrahedron, it's the 3-dimensional triangle. It's 3 triangles, or 4 triangles put together, not the square platform as a pyramid, but a triangle platform. Then my favorite is the icosahedron, which is the womb chakra, 20-pointed star. And then the cube is the creation. So when we go through these ideal solids, we go through the aritus, or the word, the Natarian word for chakras is arit or aritu. My Kemetic name is also arit. And then we go through the tones, the solfeggio tones. So when you combine those 3, you use that as a process of manifestation or creation, using the vibrations and frequencies and sacred geometry of the Neteru. So that is why I decided to do this session today. I do something like this very similar for the spiral dance medicine wheel at the 4 seasons. These are the natural holy days, the 4 seasons of alignment with the Milky Way. That's why they're so powerful. The solstices and the equinoxes, the axes of Earth, of the solar system, lines up, and the Earth lines up with the axes of the Milky Way. We know this from studying the Maya, Olmec Maya. And then we also have the mid-seasons, middle of fall, middle of spring, middle of winter, middle of summer. That's why it's called the spiral dance medicine wheel, because it was the people of the North that brought forth, to me anyway, the information about the mid-seasons and the different rituals that we do at each holy day. So I usually do something like this called the spiral dance medicine wheel for the holy days, where we honor the indigenous or aboriginal people of the 4 directions. We have chants, music, sound healing, movement representing these different aspects of creation: body, mind, soul, spirit, north, south, east, west, spring, summer, winter, fall. And then the indigenous people of the 4 directions, the 4 elements: body, mind, soul, spirit, fire, water, earth. Okay. But today I did a special one because I'm so inspired by the HAKA. So what I was saying earlier about the movements of the HAKA, I see those similar movements in the what's called the, what are they called in New Orleans? I can't remember what the tribe is in New Orleans. But you see them all the time, and people make fun of them and mock them. They come out at the, the New Orleans parade, the Mardi Gras. People make fun of them and call them pretendians. But if you look at their movements, And then even in the dance groups, the Temptations and the Miracles, they all had moves, right? Everybody has moves. What if every move had a significance, had a meaning, a cultural significance? We've already got it. We just have we've been conditioned. We have the wrong information in our heads. We have the wrong intentions set up with the movements because everything has been sexualized, in my opinion. But so I'm just saying that we have this culture. It's just been diluted and commercialized and repackaged and sold back to us the way they use entertainers to trap us. And we're trapped by the same frequencies that should be used for healing and power and our liberation. Should be using for our liberation. You see those same moves when the people in New Orleans have funerals and they're marching through the streets. And the Greek step dancers, they have similar movements, but it's all to benefit Western imperialism. Everything that we're doing with our Aboriginal ways has been monetized to benefit Western imperialism and Caucasity. So I could talk about that forever, and I don't want to take up any more of your time. I just wanted to get this out. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mama Kim. And that's basically what I wanted to offer today. Let's see. In about. Yeah. Are there any questions or requests? I really appreciate you sharing the love and tapping the little heart up there. I noticed the other day that I have 12 team members, and I will be going offering the subscription classes soon with the Cosmic Adorations, Devotional Lord Music, Cosmic Chimes and Chanting, more sessions like this. I don't usually get like very political like I did today. I usually just keep it healing and spiritual. And what's coming to me is we need to get to the politics. We need to break free of the Caucasity that is infecting us. So I may have more sessions like this. I probably will. And then the Spiral Dance Medicine Wheel is for the 8 holy days of the year. The next one will be for the winter solstice. And then the Akusaneb, I'll be starting with the yoga posture it's not really postures, it's movements. It's reflective movement meditation. And then you're chanting while you're saying, how they said the Maori dances, they're telling stories and myths. Some of them are political, like the one we saw, and some of them are just recreating myths. And so what if we knew our myths so well? What if we knew the Natarian myths so well that we acted them out through dance? The last live stream, I was like, I'm going to make comedy skits about them because they're hilarious. The story of Aset and Ra is probably the one that's the funniest to me of all. But what if we had dance movements that told the story of creation? We had dance movements where we shared the story of our enslavement. We had dance movements that shared the story of the Trail of Tears. What if we started to develop our own culture like that? So that's the kind of things we'll be talking about on Tamerikan Tuesdays. Wellness Wednesdays, we talk about different subjects in health and wellness. And on Natarian Devotion on Thursdays, we just learn about the Netaru in various ways to identify with them, be closer to them, move like them, think like them, dress like them, until we become cosmic force. Like I'm on my way to becoming a cosmic force of sound. That's my journey. And so on my boat is a cosmic. Do I have the image of a boat? Let me see if I have it here. I'm just putting the room back together after the rehab. So I don't know what everything is. Here's the boat. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So everyone's on a spiritual journey, but most people aren't aware of their spiritual journey. So this is an illustration of the queen, could be a king or a queen. You are the one seated here on your throne, on your inner throne. You're seated on your throne. And the goddesses are making offerings to you. to support you on your spiritual journey. We have mNged. You can see mNged by her headdress, and next to her is her twin sister Aset, and then on the other side we have Ma'at, sit backwards, and Heteru. So we have these goddesses or the gods or whoever your tutelary divinities are supporting you and fueling you on your boat, on your journey to eternity. Like I was saying before, you want to create the life right now the way you want it in eternity. Because if you don't, you're going to have regrets and you're going to have to keep coming back, reincarnating again and again and again until you get the lesson. So set up your life on earth the way you would like it to be in eternity. And when it's your last time to take your last breath, you won't have any regrets because you know where you're headed. You want to head to eternity. You don't want to head to a pile of money and a mortgage because you'll have to come back and keep paying that off. So that's the message for today. I am on a spiritual awakening journey and a self-love journey, Queen of the West. That is so beautiful. Yes, that is self-love is what it's all about. Because if we can love ourselves, if everyone took the time to, like Queen of the West, to acknowledge they're on a spiritual journey, a path of love, a path of beauty, whatever is the right frequency for you, the whole world would shift. It would shift. Like if everybody cleans up the trash in front of their house, then the street is clean. I need to do that. Even though it's not my trash. I need to go out and clean up the trash because somebody's dumps, they pull up and they dump their trash out in front of my house. But if everyone would acknowledge their spiritual journey and acknowledge their healing journey, the world would change. And one way we have to do that is to fight off, break the shackles of mental enslavement, spiritual enslavement, economical enslavement, medicinal enslavement, our food, everything. The Black Rock State Guard and Black Rock State Street and Vanguard, they control every aspect of our lives, unless you can find a way to not deal with their multinational corporations quite so much. Like one thing one change I've made is I buy my produce at the farmer's market. I buy what's in season. I go to the grocery store, I may get lemons and limes and like cantaloupe or pineapple. But everything else, I just what's in season. And it's made a huge difference in my frequency. So well, I just want to share that message with you, and I appreciate those of you who are still here and those of you who are tapping the screen. And I may be back before Tuesday, but I'll definitely be back Tuesday at 8 a.m. for Tamerikan Tuesday, where we're going to learn more about this HAKA, and we're going to study their dance moves and see how they, how we're connected. We're connected with those people. We're definitely connected by a very ancient root, and it doesn't have anything to do with the classifications of oppression. Like I said, I'm no longer referring to myself as Black. I'll accept melanated, but there's no place in the world that you can say is Black. There's no continent, there's no country, there's no nation, there's no ID card. That's their classification. And that's one of the biggest changes that I've made this year is no longer referring to myself as Black. Like when you check the checkbox, I don't claim Black. I don't claim African American. I don't even claim American Indian anymore because we're not in India. We're not from India. It's Aboriginal, American, Tamerikan, Natarian. I don't say Kemetic. I mean, some things will always be Kemetic. Like my company, Sound Healing, is Kemet tones. But Kemet refers to ancient African Egypt. And there's Natarian traditions all over the world. And we talk about these on Thursdays. Because what are the Netars? They're the cosmic forces of nature. Every Aboriginal, every Indigenous, even every Native tradition follows the Netars and their culture. And my goal is to study them and see how they relate to the Natarians of Kemetic tradition, because the Kemetic tradition, the Tamerikan tradition, is all about obtaining enlightenment. It's not just about making offerings. Like Thursday, someone asked me, what's the difference between the Hindu traditions and these Kemetic or Tamerian traditions? The Hindu traditions, you make offerings to the gods and goddesses, and they shower you with blessings. In this tradition, the Kemetic, Tamerican tradition, you make offerings to the Netters, and you activate within yourself the power to manifest your creation. And so that's the difference. So I want to look at all these other traditions and like translate them to this spiritual journey to enlightenment rather than just spiritual beings communicating with other spiritual beings. All righty then. Thank you so much. My name is Tachia, aka Arit Netter Esmeri Maati. And I will be back Tuesday at 8 a.m. for Tamerican Tuesday, possibly sooner. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your full moon experience. I certainly did. And I will be back to you very soon. Hatep, let's see, Ashe, Hatep, Wado, Namaste, Galiadiga, and so it is. Multi-language greetings. Thank you so much for just tuning in. You can catch the replay at my Kimatones YouTube channel. Hatep, Dua, Hatep. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sticking around to the end. Peace and love.